Hey, what's up everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you some easy WordPress hacks that you can use to significantly increase your site's loading speed. The first thing I'm going to do is install a plugin called WP Super Cache. And to do that, log into your WordPress dashboard, hover over the plugins button on your sidebar, and click on Add New. Once you're here, type in WP Super Cache and click on Search Plugins. And once you see it, it's the first result. Click on Install Now, then click OK, and click on Activate Plugin. Okay, unlike most plugins, this plugin isn't activated automatically even though it says plugin activated. So to really activate it, you have to click on this red link to the plugin admin page. And by default, as you can see, caching is off, which makes this plugin completely useless. So to make it useful, click on the caching on and then click Update Status. And you're good. But just to make sure, you should always test the cache under this cache testing area. Click on the Test Cache button. And everything's green, so we're good to go. One more step to make sure this plugin is fully optimized. Click on the Advanced tab. And by default, you want to make sure this is checked. Cache hits to the website for quick access. And then I also changed this to use mod rewrites to serve cache files. So it just makes the plugin a little bit faster. So once you've done that, scroll down and click on the Update Status button. And you're set. Your loading speed should be quite a bit faster now. Next, we're going to install the WP Smush It plugin. And what this plugin does is it makes the images on your site, the file size, significantly smaller. So as you saw in the previous video, large image files really slow a site down quite a bit. So what this does is it makes the file size smaller without reducing the quality. And you install it just like any other plugin. Go to Add New, type in WP Smush It and search. And once you've activated it, you'll be on your plugins page. And under Media, hover over it and click Bulk Smush It. And when you've done that, click on Run All Images through WP Smush It right now. And what that does, it takes all the images that you've uploaded to your WordPress installation and smushes them. Okay, so it takes a while to run this, so we're not going to run it in the video. But when you do, it'll take you back to your media library. And when you go back to your media library, you can see this new Smush It area here. And that images have been reduced by up to 35%. So usually the average smush that you get is about 20%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually makes a huge difference in practical loaded time, considering that images are by far, the #1 resource on a page that takes the longest to load. So the more you can reduce your images, the faster your site will load. And it's very easy, as you can see, to smush them down. Next, we're going to install a plugin called WP Optimize. And WP Optimize, all that does is it takes some of the bulk on your WordPress site and deletes it, basically. And I'll show you how that works. And you install it the same way. Under the search feature of the Install Plugins page, put in WP Optimize, click Search Plugins, and then head back to your plugins page. Now, when you've done that, you need to scroll to the bottom, and WP Optimize settings are down here. So click on that. And you can see that they have some optimization options. And in this case, I have 198 post revisions, so quite a bit. Some auto draft, and a lot of times there are some spam comments, some unapproved comments that you may have left in there, and it's just bulking up your installation. Okay, so what you want to do is click on any of these that apply to you, and that seems to be a lot, like 198 post revisions is a lot, or if there's a lot of spam comments you haven't looked at, and click Process, and it'll delete all of those. Next, we're going to install a plugin called Lazy Load. And basically what Lazy Load does is that generally, let's say you have a page like this. This is a page from Backlinko, and it has a lot of images on it, right? And just a lot of text. It has a lot of comments. It's just a huge page. Now, generally, when you load a page, it loads everything from up here all the way down here at once, which is not good. So what Lazy Load does is it loads it in order of the person scrolling. So it'll load this, and then as the person scrolls, it'll load this, and as the person scrolls, it'll load this. okay? And this is a great way to improve the practical loading speed, so the person, doesn't need to see all this stuff at the bottom if they never scroll down there. So it just loads it, one at a time as they scroll down, which for a user can make the loading speed significantly different. So to do it, you install it just like any other plugin, and once it's activated, it'll be on your plugin page here. And with Lazy Load, you don't need to do anything. There's no settings. It just automatically applies it to your site, which is great. Finally, I'm going to show you a little trick that isn't a plugin, but can make a big difference. So if you get a lot of comments on your site, you probably have a lot of gravatars. And let me show you what I mean by gravatars. Gravatars are it stands for generally recognized avatar, which is just the image that WordPress uses on, when you comment or when you post or whatever. And you notice that a lot of people don't have gravatars, right? They just have this little picture of a mysterious man, all right? Just some random guy. Now, if you have a lot of comments on your page, this can actually, decrease the loading time, because these are all images, right? Or decrease the loading speed, I should say, because these are all images. So what you can do is, in your WordPress dashboard, click on Settings, and then Discussion, and scroll to the bottom. And here is where they have the default avatar. Now, obviously, for users that have a Gravatar account, you want their picture to appear. But without people without a Gravatar, it automatically has the mystery man. And if you change this to blank and then click Save Changes, that can make a huge difference, because then all those comments where the mystery man was, that image is gone and it's just blank. And no one really notices, because it's not like anyone really likes to see the mystery man image. And that can make a pretty significant difference on your site's loading speed. So, loading speed doesn't have to be that technical. These are just some plugins you can use, and usually you'll see maybe a 50 or even 100% difference in your loading speed by installing these plugins. And then if you hire a professional programmer to go in and make some other changes on your site, you can usually make your site load a lot faster. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.